Oh, hello. Today we're going to make some paper flowers using napkins. But you really shouldn't talk with your mouth full. So anyway, for today's craft, you just need to gather up a few things that you probably already have around the house, because you know how I like to keep it simple. We're going to start off by getting some white glue. Any kind of runny glue will do. Then we need some kind of a stick. I'm going to use a chopstick, but you could use a popsicle stick or even a toothpick if you wanted to make the craft really small. More on that later. You're also going to need to get some scissors, and finally, and most importantly, the napkin that I showed you before. Now, any kind of napkin will do, whether it's white, a lovely plain color, or a really fun pattern like this one. Are you ready for another fun secret? Oh, when I was little, I was so happy to discover that the simple, humble household napkin is actually made up of several layers, or ply as they're called. So if you go to a corner of a napkin and peel it apart, you can actually see that it comes out into really thin, lovely sheer layers. Oh, and when you peel them apart, so satisfying. So then we take the inner layer of the napkin, which is more often than not going to be white, and we fold it back down to its original square shape. Boop! And then we fold that square in half again. And we're going to cut off a section maybe about that big. Boop! This should give you a long, skinny strip of napkin. Perfect! So we take it and fold it in half. Then we fold it in half again. Then we fold it in half again. And then we fold it in half a final time till we have a long, skinny strip. So we're going to make that strip really tight along the way. Boop, boop. And then we take our scissors and we cut just from the side. Can you see how I'm not starting at the bottom? You can even hold your finger there to make sure you don't start at the bottom, and cut to the middle like a point. And then you're going to turn it around and do exactly the same thing. So not starting at the bottom, but starting a little bit way up, all the way to the tip. So you've got a pointed cut little strip that when you open it, it's going to look like that. Isn't that pretty? Now's where we take our stick and our glue, and what we're going to do is just pop the stick into the glue until it covers a tiny little bit of the top. Can you see that? Feel free to wipe off any excess on the rim of the glue or on another napkin, which is what they're there for. And then we'll take our beautiful strip of cut napkin and start to wrap the wrapped napkin around the tip. Now, it's going to seem like there is a lot of glue, but what you're going to do as you go along is you're going to push the glue out as you wrap your napkin strip around the tip of the stick. What I love, once again, is that there really is no wrong way to do this. You just keep twisting and twisting and twisting until all the glue is absorbed into the napkin strip and it looks pretty, and then if it gets too long, or you think you're done and you've got a thick enough middle, you can just go snip and cut it off. All right, that is for the center of our flower. Now we're going to add another layer to our chopstick flower by taking another strip of napkin. This one has a little bit of a print on it, and folding it, folding it, folding it, folding it, and once again, holding it with our fingers, cutting on one side to the top middle, turning it around and cutting it to a tip. Boop! And what I love about this project is it doesn't matter if your flower petals come out too fat or too skinny or too long or too short. Embrace the variety, take a deep breath, and find perfection in the imperfect. Now, for the second layer of our flower, since we can't dip the chopstick this time, we're going to dip a paintbrush into a little bit of glue. Hopefully you have a paintbrush. You could even use your fingers and spread some glue around the area at the base of the white flower. Then we take our second strip of napkin, beautiful, and we start to attach it below the white. Can you see what I'm doing here? Boop-a-doo, beep-a-da. And then again, hold it and twist and twist and twist and twist. And I think for this layer, we're just going to give it a squeeze, and we have had enough. Boop! Now, for the third layer, we're going to use the strongest printed part of the napkin, which was the outside layer. So, once again, with a little bit of glue on the end of our stick, doo-doo-dee-da-da, we're going to take the third layer, and again, you know what we're doing. You know what I'm talking about. You are smart and wonderful, and you can figure this out and make your own amazing, crazy, beautiful, wonderful combination of flowers. I am going to stop mine there. Once again, I'm going to rip off what's left over, and then just squeezing around the edge, we have a cool, funky, beautiful paper flower just for you or someone you love. So now what? Time to make a bouquet. Okay. Now, yes, it might get messy. It might get sticky. But if you can't get messy and sticky these days, when can you? Whew, that's better. Now, I have made big ones using chopsticks, but I also made small ones using toothpicks, because I can bouquet all day. And finally, for that extra little bit of flair that I like to give to every project that we do together, we are going to make our flower bouquet smell as good as it looks, because right now it just smells like glue. This is where you have to go to Mom and Dad and say,
Mom and Dad, please, Mom and Dad, can I have a single spritz of your favorite cologne or perfume?
Or, if Mom and Dad are like me, they have drawers full of these tiny little sample spritzers that you get from fancy department stores and perfume counters all over the world, and a single spritz is all it takes. Once again, that's all there is to it. Another simple craft from me to you. I hope you try it. I hope you like it, and I hope you think of me every time you smell your beautiful flowers. As always, we're going to finish with my favorite part of the videos. You're going to put one hand out like this. You're going to put another hand out like this. You're going to put one hand on your shoulder. You're going to put the other hand on the other shoulder. And you're going to give yourself a massive squeeze. And that is me hugging you because I love you so much. And stay home, stay safe, and try and have as much fun as you can. Bye-bye.